Hello everybody, I just logged in. I'm in Kurn's tower, camping out one of these higher up rooms, and there's icebone skeletons that spawn here. Into the Con Blue, and I'm taking advantage of the zone experience modifier, which is really great in Kurn's tower. Most of the things here are not... Oh yeah, right before I logged out last time, I picked up this fine steel morning star. So we're going to be overweight. Should be okay here. 56% of our experience in the level. There's another charbone up there. What's the difference between an icebone and a charbone? Anyways, pop mend, it works. Rusty and tarnished. Gonna leave them both. As you know, we have a overweight problem here. So I didn't see how much I gained in this. I'm popping sneak continually to start working on feign death, sneak combos for pull splitting. So I'm pretty full in life. Probably should not move here yet. Let's just see. Wow, 12 players. Okay. So level 25 monk. And I think I've talked to him. He's seen my videos. So I guess I'm not going to get that one over there. He didn't see me. He just turned the corner and went up. That's fine. So if I go down below, why don't we do that? Let's go down below and see if I could possibly... The problem with getting the Iksar Berserker Club, there's a pretty big problem with it, is that one of the placeholders that can spawn for him is called a thick bone skeleton. And if you kill him, you're losing faction for these Burning Eye, and you don't want to do that. So you get a small chance to see if he'll pop, and if he doesn't, and instead one of those thick bone guys spawn, you're SOL. Unless you already had bad faction, then you wouldn't care. So it'd be much easier to get the faction after you were higher level. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that thing attacking me. Ooh. See what level they are. Well, they will give me XP, but right now I'm trying to get to a different location. Okay, see how you can split them in. It's just better, smarter, more tactical just to fight one at a time. I could have handled both of them, but they would have tore me up and ruined my hit point pool. So that fine steel mace thing that I got it from an undead crusader. So it's really nice getting a fine steel weapon off such a low level mob. Rarity. I mean, he's just no stronger than a brigand, or maybe one of those bandits in the Karanas. And yet he drops fine steel. Okay, always picking up bone chips. There's occasionally people that come in saying, hey, I'm buying bone chips. And that's the time you wish you had tons of it. Oh, there. Okay, this is the spot. See this lesser ice bone? He's the guy you want to kill. Yes, yes, yes. This looks like the spot. I'm not sure. I think this is the spot. This is the guy I think you kill as a placeholder. I'll have to confirm I'm in the right spot though. I'm pretty sure this is it. This looks like it. So behind me there should be a torch on the wall. Yes. That's it. Okay, so we'll wait till this thing Obviously, it's not an undead jester, but that's the placeholder you want to kill. And sometimes he has the club, I guess not always. I've never seen him spawn. But in his place, if an undead or a thick bone skeleton spawns, my hunt for an Iksar Berserker Club ends. Because I'm not bombing my Burying Eye faction yet. Maybe 5 levels from now or 10 levels from now, I would. When I could just run past all these darn things. So it is 11 p.m. Alright, so you come this way. Yeah, and there's these rooms here. Oh, shoot. Oh, I know where I'm at. Okay, so this is the spot, right? If you come down this way, sometimes there's a cook that spawns. Not there. In these set of rooms right here. No cook, no cook, no cook. Okay. There'll be an undead that spawns right in this room here, by that sapper standing. Or maybe in that room. And that could be the cook who drops like a shield or something. Nothing amazing. But here's a spot where the jester spawns. And while you're waiting for him, let me just rest here first. And while you're waiting for him, there's a few skeletons that spawn in these rooms. You can pick up additional experience while you're waiting on the respawn, which can be quite long. I think it's around, it seems like it's at least 18 minutes. But I'm going to refer to the website. Zones. Scroll down to Kurn's tower. So the respawn timer, it says, is 18 minutes 20 seconds. So that's the case. 18 minutes. So my mend is now ready. While I wait, I hydrate and work on my sneak skill, 59. We're at 61% of the XP for this level. I'm saving mend right now. So let's kill some of these extras that will give us a little XP. There's this guy here. It says relatively safe. But it should provide just a tiny, I was going to say a tiny and a little, a lighty, a tiny bit of XP. And it's something to do while you're waiting for the respawn. So I know Enoch, he said hi to me before. I think he subscribed to the channel or said hi one time. I saw him, I think he was lower level than me back then. I'm not sure, but looks like he's higher level than me now. Alright, see, I got XP. I didn't get XP for that last one, but I will for this. Oh man, my AC is blowing right on me. It's cold. Why is it doing that? For XP, strictly XP, I think it's better to stay upstairs in that first room I was in and kill those char bones and the lesser ice bone, whatever they're called, just to kill those. Pop mend, full life. Alright, we have safe. We have a safe one. What about this one? Okay. So yeah, when you're facing this way, you'll see a torch on the wall. It's right there where the guy spawns. So I kill these other guys, even though they don't give me XP, because sometimes in their place, a tougher one will spawn. and you can get bone chips and whatever. It's just something to do. And I can take these guys out quick. You can see no problem. Ooh, I'm freezing. Can't sneak while I'm attacking. Okay. Take this other guy out here. Oh, I know what's going on. Well, I keep getting this message. Number 6 is attached to the W key. So I'm going to put sneak in its place. For the time. No, what am I doing? Put sense heading in its place. Yeah, I remapped the number 6 hot button to my W key. So I can raise sense heading on my mage and wizard. But on this character I had range attack stuck in number 6 hot button. I kept getting those messages that I'm attacking myself. Okay, we cleared it out. So this is the point where I go AFK. I'm full life, I don't have to worry about it. We'll check again for the cook. It comes right through here. Nope. No cook. No cook. Nothing. Is this guy alive? Is that a corpse? Oh, that's Inuk. He's alive. Never mind. I think he might be down here. I don't want to contest a spot that he's already at. I didn't notice his body here. So I'm going to leave it. So that's the thing. You know, you wait. You can wait a little longer. Maybe the Iksar guy will spawn there, but it's too long to wait when someone else might have already been here before me. So let's get out of here. Let's go back upstairs, actually. I'll finish the level in Kurn's Tower, and then I'll officially graduate from Kurn's Tower and from Field of Bone. We'll make it official. So there's another place that had a tunnel to like some kind of big shot guy. Let's go through here. See if I can pop sneak. I'm really trying to raise that. Forge. Now let's go this way and go upstairs. This might be the way I came. Everything starts to look the same to me. All I know is I want to go up, up, up. I don't like tiled floor that looks different colored. I feel like it's a trap floor or something. My spidey senses go off. Oh, let's see what we have. Well, that's something. So while I'm fighting this guy, I'll be right back. I'm going to turn off my AC. Ooh, freezing. Intimidation is starting to work about 1/4 of the time, which isn't really too bad. It's maxed out for the level, so I would say at level 25 it might work 1/3 of the time or half the time. And maybe by level 30 it's going to start working most of the time. That's my prediction. Okay, so I'm just gonna fight my way out of here. It's not the best XP grind, but it's the one I'm doing. I don't feel like I've mastered Kurns, but I get a good sense of which, you know, what's around and the areas. The cool part about Kurns is that there's 2 different faction mobs in here. You could focus strictly on undead, but if you focused on these guys, it kind of brings in a whole nother... I mean, I haven't experienced that, but it seems like it's a whole nother thing in here. So I can't comment on how great that experience would be. But the undead experience is okay. It's not as good as Blackburrow. Not nearly as good as Blackburrow, because Blackburrow's got the fang turn in. Okay, now which way should I go? I wish I know which way I came from. Kind of lost a sense of which way I was going whenever I got up and left the computer for a second. Okay, I came that way. And then I ran around in circles here, I think. Okay, that would take me downstairs, would it? Oh no. I'm running in circles. So that kind of goes down. Let's go this way. See how those, it's got like slight declines in the elevation? What is over here? It kind of looks a little different than the rest of the area. So, like the lighting is better. Okay, yeah, and you can fall down. So there's some tunnels I've not been to. Perhaps I should go down there. I'm just gonna keep running in circles until I find the way. I feel like I keep wanting to go this direction. Kind of navigate around that hole in the ground. But I've already been here. Oh, here we are. Yes, we are back near the entrance. So I'm not going to mess with safe pools. So that's it. It's time to move on. Kurn's tower is completed. Oh well, I might as well fight this guy. Oh, there we go. Look, he pulled that from upstairs. Skilly Bob. I've been seeing this clan called Friendly Druids a lot in Kunark. Filled a bone, I should say. So I need to go to town and drop off my vendor loots and see how we are doing with money. Now 62% to the level. This guy's name is Wieners. When I grew up, wieners were like the fancy way to say hot dogs. And we used to say it as like a dirty joke, wieners. And there used to be a department store called Wieners. I thought it was a stupid name to give your department store. Wieners. It's just me being immature. So if I remember this store called Wieners, they sold knockoff brands. Like you can get like Adidas knockoffs, and I had no idea when I was a kid I was wearing Adidas knockoffs, but I was wearing Adidas knockoffs. And people noticed, like other kids. I mean, I bought Adidas because I saw like, you know, other kids who were really into athletics and sports or You know, I just like, oh, those are cool shoes. It seems like a lot of cool people wear those shoes. So my mom bought me some from a store called Wieners, and I got really embarrassed actually that they were knockoffs. Because kids would point it out. Like kids who were poorer than me would point it out. And kind of take jabs at you. Not jabs, but they would like point out like, what kind of Adidas are those? And I was like, I don't know. And then I started to realize that they weren't real Adidas. I don't know why it had to matter at all. Like there was some kind of shame growing up in a family that had to be frugal or couldn't afford real Adidas, I guess. That's just like the insecurity that you have when you're a kid. Nowadays, I'll be honest with you. Like nowadays, I think other people are more embarrassed by the clothes that I wear than me. Because I'll go out wearing like a Carhartt shirt, Hoka shoes, and then I'll be wearing like scrub pants. But they're nice scrub pants that are more, look like something that's more outdoor, rugged scrub pants. Like I'll buy Carhartt scrub pants. So, you know, I just like them for the pockets, the elastic waist, the fact that they don't wear like jeans do. You know, if you wear jeans for like 2 days in a row, they start to get, you know, kind of stretched, and you can just tell that they're kind of not fresh out of the washing machine. They've been worn for days, but not scrub pants. They're just like so casual, comfortable. So I'll wear scrub pants and I'll wear like Carhartt shirts and Hoka shoes, even when I go out to the store. And I don't feel like any bit of insecurity about my appearance. I don't feel like there's anybody I'm trying to impress. And I think part of that came from like the fact that, you know, I feel like I've made it in a way. Like my job's good. I don't have to fake it till you make it kind of thing. Wow, he did some major damage to me. Shoot. How much damage did he do? 40 and a 3. But I've noticed that I've taken it too far with my sloppiness. Like the next car I want to buy now, I'm like looking at the cheapest possible model car you can buy on the road. So there's a car that has like a $16,000 MSRP, and I'm like, that's what I want right there. I was looking at those, like the cheapest car you can get from Chevy is like a Chevy Bolt, I think. Well, I used to want one of those small trucks, but even the small trucks are big, and I don't understand why they don't make small trucks like the old Rangers or the old S10s. But that would be like my ideal vehicle, but they don't sell those. You'd have to buy a used one. So let's look at the Chevy dealer and look at vehicles. I'll go to cars, not electric, but just a regular car. There's a Malibu starting at 25 grand. See, that's the only car they have. That's the only car I see when I cook cars is Malibu. Maybe there's others, but let me finish killing this guy. He's gonna run around like headless chicken. Oh, let me pop off intimidation and see if I could spook him. I always do this when they're running, just to see if I can get an extra skill gain. Nope. Nice. So I read somewhere recently that the average new car price in America is 48 grand. 48 vehicle. Oh my God. It's crazy. And that's crazy high. And that's the average. So half the cars on the road that people buy cost more than 48 grand. Okay, so I'm going to run on auto run, and I'm going to pull these vehicles up. So that's the cars. Let's go to electric vehicles. what was that called? A Scourgetail? I don't think I've fought a Scourgetail before. Let's do the Scourgetail. Come on, skeleton, die. Okay, what is this thing? It's actually high enough in strength to give me XP. So I'm looking at electric vehicles. There's a Chevy Bolt EV, which stands for electric vehicle, for $26,500. And there you go, cheapest vehicle that you can get with a Chevy model emblem. All right, so let's go to Nissan. They always tend to have like economy model vehicles. Nissan does. So we'll go to all Nissan vehicles. Yeah. So they have a lot of vehicles called crossovers and SUVs. What is this? Oh my goodness. I've been in this zone a lot, and this is the first one I've seen. Bards, Rogues, Shadow Knights, Rangers, Paladins, and Warriors. The effect of weak poison, 5 damage, 30 delay. This would have been like the dream weapon for me had I just started as a warrior solo self-found. Wow, it's called a Scourgetail Whip. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to drop it in the bank. It feels like a prized possession to me right now. Okay, so let's see. We don't want to look at that. Let's look at cars for Nissan cars. Now I'm looking at Nissan cars, and I'm looking at their biggest model vehicle, which is the Maxima. The MSRP starting out for the Maxima is $38,000. So the average new vehicle is more expensive than the most expensive model car you can buy from Nissan. Now the Versa, that's the car I was talking about with the MSRP around $16,000. This is the car that I have my eyes set on because it's the cheapest car I can find on the market at the moment. But the one as shown is $20,000. Okay, so they probably got a little bit of extra bells and whistles. Like power windows. Wow, luxury there. I'm sure it's got the cloth seats. 122 horsepower, which is not bad. I mean, the car I have currently has 180 horsepower. I feel like it's got all the speed and power that I need. I never use it. All right. So to build and price a Nissan Versa. So they have an Xtronic CVT bundle for $17,500. If you want to spend $15,800, you get a manual transmission. I've owned 2 manual vehicles in my life. So I can drive one. I don't like it. If you're going to move to somewhere like Houston area, which is where I'm moving, you do not want to get stuck in traffic with manual transmission. It's just annoying. Okay, so the Versa SV and the SR. So I can get a really decked out Nissan Versa SR with continuously variable transmission. 17-inch machine finished alloy wheels for $19,800. That's, I think I would go with the $17,500 model because that's the cheapest one with an automatic transmission. Okay, so we're in town. Let's check how much I can make off selling the fine steel weapon. Always enjoy this part of my trip, is returning with my spoils 5.8 platinum. I got one of these gems. The whip sells for a tiny bit of money, but I'm going to keep it. So we need a bag for my bank. I haven't been using any bags, and I have stacks of bone chips in there. So let me find a bag. Anyways, I'll find a bag and I'll get back with you. You don't have to watch me check vendor after vendor. Okay, back at bank. Look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 stacks of bones. Let's combine our money here. I'm not doing this the best way. Okay, leave that there. 13 plus 58. We have 71 platinum. I don't know why I have a pie in there, but let's just take it to eat. Marauder Snout, I should have sold that, so I need to sell a few items. And we're heading out. My weight is at 22. Why is it so heavy? Oh yeah, this backpack. That's for the bank. Take these extra throwing stars. So we're down to 19 stone. Does this thing weigh a lot? It weighs 1 stone for a pie. So I've grown so fond of Field of Bone. From my earlier episodes, I've complained a lot about the place. I'm growing fond of it now. So fond that I don't want to leave. And I'll tell you what makes me so fond of it. There's just so many people out there. It's the best populated newbie area. And it keeps you there for so long. I mean, it's not just like 5 levels and get out like Keno's Newbie Yard. I mean, Keno's Newbie Yard is active, but it's like 5 levels and kicks you out, you know. You're done. 4 levels is probably even better, just to get in 4 levels and leave. But Field of Bone will keep you there until you're low level 20s. So they have this second Wraithbone hammer that I could get and I could dual wield them, but look at the weight, 7.3. So when I get higher level and my fists do 1 more point of damage, I'm going to ditch. Whoa, Cane of the Tranquil. You can buy it for 1,800. Oh man, what a tease. That would be nice on my mage or wizard. I see all these nice items. So the only thing I'm looking for as an upgrade at the moment is something to replace the carry-on beetle legs, because it weighs 3 stone. I would like to replace it with some Woos Fighting Pantaloons. I saw them on vendor one time, and then I gave it a few days and came back and they were gone. If you see an item on a vendor that you want to buy, you better act fast. Don't sleep on it. Just get it. All right, we're getting out of here. I'm wasting too much time on the vendors. And honestly, it's not fun to watch me play on vendors and look around for stuff. It's just a waste of time. So let's get out of here. All right. I ate the Bixie Berry Pie. All right, we're going to run back out there. I'm going to finish level 21 outside of Kern's. There's still things that con blue. And while I'm running out there, I'm going to keep continuing looking at vehicles. We're on Ford's webpage now. Let's go to Ford SUV and cars. Wow, they only have a Mustang. No, thank you. An Escape is starting at 28 grand. See, these are far below the average new car prices in America. An Expedition is the only vehicle I see here that's more expensive than the average new car purchase. All right, let's check other type of vehicles. There's some called performance vehicles. All right, let's check performance vehicles. There's a Ford GT on this website. Never seen one in real life. There's a Ford F-150 Raptor for $76,700. No, thank you. Why do you need a performance SUV? I don't know. I mean, I can understand. It's like one of your joys, your hobbies. People spend a lot on their hobbies. What is that thing, a bone crawler? Oh, he looked bigger than the regular ones for some reason. We have a group over here hanging out. Group of misfits. Random guy. We have Your Funeral and Funerale. Oh. I had a hitchhiker. They just look like an odd group. So it doesn't seem Ford caters to my... Ford doesn't cater to me. I'm not part of their market audience. Our market customer. What's the best way to say that? I'm not one of their customers. They don't make cars for me. They used to have smaller cars like Ford Pro back in the day, Ford Escort back in the day. A Ford Escort, that would have sounded like a nice vehicle. They even had like Ford Taurus. All right, I'm going to pull him back. What do we have over there? Iksar Marauder. It looks like he's got that thing enchanted. What do we have over here? A Brigand. And a Heartstring. So I'm going to get the Brigand too. 2 greenies. Okay, continuing looking at the thing. Let's look at the electrified vehicles. So they have a Ford Maverick Hybrid starting at $22,500. I wonder how much functionality the hybrid has. So if I got a hybrid, I want a very functional hybrid with a lot of hybrid features. So even their Explorer Limited hybrid started out at $47,000, which is $1,000 less than the average new car price. So I don't know what people are spending their money on. Is it luxury vehicles? I would like a new car. I really would. As soon as I could buy a new vehicle would be after I finish residency though. It's going to be a while. So the cheapest Ford vehicle you can buy is $22,000 starting out. And that's a truck hybrid. What other brands make small vehicles? We have Mazda, Honda, Toyota. Hyundai, Kia. Okay, Marauders are blue. Manslayers, those are the ones. Those are the strongest ones out here. Damn it, did I just pull 2? Oh my gosh, I pulled 2. Here goes. Feign Death. Oops, I did it wrong. Try it again. So you had Feign Death, and I started to sneak afterwards. All right, I'm gonna get the Manslayer. Actually, I don't think I have enough. I think it'd be too close of a fight. Sneak off. What I could do is probably get the Brigand or the Marauder solo. A little easier than a Manslayer. Just a little bit. I like to pull it to the very tip top up here. And so it says Friendly Druids is a casual red PvP blue and green guild. You can try it for an hour, a day, a week, and quit, no questions asked. I strongly encourage you to give it a free trial. Expect an invite to pop up. Let's see if I'm correct. Kind of sounds like my guild though, you know, they're advertising. It's right up my alley. It's that no commitment to me. Hey, get back here. I wish I can get him before he falls down. I don't want to fall down. Just stop. Don't fall down, please. Thank you. His body's like dangling over the edge. No, it's raining. There's the invite. Lesser Charbone. Perfect level opportunity. Blue. I was killing these inside Kurn's tower earlier, but here they seem to be faster to pull. But I don't have a zone experience modifier out here. Because I don't think so. People are talking. Someone says working on alcohol tolerance and safe fall at the same time seems like some sort of brilliant synergy. And then someone replies, LOL, brilliant actually. Skelbrew says out of character. They go hand in hand together. I would agree with everybody here. See, I looted an amber. That's, not sure how much that one sells for. Maybe a couple gold. It'd be nice if it sold for a couple platinum. I have to find out. Let's try to see if I can intimidate this Charbone. I'm feeling pretty good. I had a long nap. I mean, I really have got this weird sleeping pattern at the moment. But tomorrow, when they open up, I need to go down and get a haircut. I have my mom and sister driving in soon to help me pack, and then we're all going to take a trip down to Galveston. And then we're all going to go down to the airport and fly to Seattle. I'm a bigger guy. I'm not like huge, but I don't like plane seats. I don't like sitting like in between two people. And I remember last time sitting in the middle last time, and I was like, I feel like I needed the armrest because I have like broader shoulders, I guess. And I remember like I wasn't getting the armrests, so I had my arms kind of folded out in front of me, and it was just uncomfortable. And I hate airplanes for that reason. They just don't accommodate anyone over the 150-pound threshold. When I was a kid, I loved flying. Flying was so great. I loved the takeoff. I loved the landing. I loved the crazies. I actually loved the turbulence. I was at ease with myself when the plane bounced and, you know, ears popping. Loved the entire experience. But as an adult, I had one bad experience at an airport, and I get like trauma flashbacks where I lost my wallet one time. I lost my ticket, my wallet, lost everything, and I was on a military trip. And so I had it was weird. I lost my wallet, and then I was flying to Phoenix Airport, and that was my last duty station, was near Phoenix. So some guy from base who was in my unit, it was a holdover guy. I don't know what he was doing. He picked me up in his personal vehicle, drove me back, got on base, got a new ID made, got new tickets, drove me back to the airport. And I was going to give him some gas money for it all. And then at that point, I realized my wallet was gone too. I don't remember what happened, but I didn't have my card on me. I was like, holy crap. I didn't even have my ATM card. So my sister, I got there, I had to call up my sister. I went to the USO office, used their phone. Got my sister to send me money through Western Union, which was like a block away. I went out there and I stayed the night in the airport. I just slept in the airport like I was camping. Actually, wasn't too bad. I hung out in the USO until they closed, and then I just found this empty terminal area of the airport, and I just laid down on a bench and slept. And everything worked out, and I was on my way to Korea for the first time, being stationed in Korea. So that added some extra stress to the entire ordeal. Everything worked out. I got to Korea. We went to Seoul first, and then there was like a nice hotel place we got lodged in on a military base. And then I got to my duty station, and it sucked. Only the Army can make something like Korea not be fun. Boom. Alright, we're at 71% XP. I need to stop killing greens. I need to focus strictly on blue. Because greens just don't do it. I see a Marauder over there, so I should probably get that thing. Alright, I got the Marauder pulled to my safe spot, and I am attacking myself. Dang it. Darn, he hit me hard. I'm down big time. Why am I not attacking? Shoot. Not doing too well. So yeah, I was stationed in Korea for a year, and then I went back to the US. Went to Pensacola, Florida again to do an additional 5 months of schooling. They call it phase 2 of your MOS training, which is in like, it was like in signal collection, like modems and stuff, and there's these really big signals that would contain packets. You know, like packet sniffing kind of stuff, I guess. Anyways, I learned some stuff that I never used. It really was a waste of money for like the government to train me in something that... This is the thing. You can go to school and train in something, and then whenever it's time to go to your duty station, they might just send you to some random place that has nothing to do with your job training. I mean, you can do your job there, but you know, there's sometimes you go to a place where you're doing things involved with like computers or signals or satellites or radars, you know, like you learn these things and then you specialize in one particular thing. I mean, the government is paying you to learn this one skill for 5 months, and then they send you to a duty station that never uses that skill. And so the skill is perishable. You forget everything you learned. I'm thinking, I just spent 5 months getting paid every month. They paid someone to teach me, they paid to lodge me, and then they send me to a duty station that makes no sense at all as far as using the skills. And then what happens when it comes to re-enlistment time? You leave, you know? It's like, why did the military train me to do something that they're never going to get any use out of? I don't know. It just seemed like waste to me. So I nearly re-enlisted. I almost did. I was in England at the time. I was dating someone who lived in England. She was really into me. I was wanting to get out of the Army and start a different career. And so I chose career change, and that meant going back to school. So I broke that off and then came back to the U.S., started fresh, used my GI Bill. Really the best decision I ever made. I started off wanting to go into pharmacy school because I really liked my jobs in retail. I just like the atmosphere, working in retail. So I thought retail pharmacist sounds like something I would love to do. You're making more money, gives you a chance to go and learn something in school that's more advanced and something to be proud of. And then when you get out, you can still work in like a retail type environment, but you're not like so far down the totem pole that, I just didn't want to work at the bottom of the rung of the ladder. So I thought, ooh, pharmacist sounds like a great job. And then when I was checking out, you had to get like dental clearance and all that stuff. So I was talking to the dental lady, and she wanted to know like what my plans were when I'm getting out. And I was like, I'm thinking about going to pharmacy school, or trying to. And she was like, oh yeah, I had a friend who dropped out of pharmacy school. She just quit and came to dental school. And I got the impression that she was really knocking pharmacy school down, like it was, like I knew someone who just thought that wasn't good enough for them. And I was like kind of annoyed with her. And she was like a military dentist, and she was just a captain, so she had just finished dental school because you move up in rank pretty darn quick. And she was doing work on me, and it really hurt. Like they didn't numb an area up enough, and I was kind of like, like kind of warning him like this hurts. And she just kept proceeding, and then I felt like this shock of pain, like a jolt, where they hit a nerve or something, and it just made me like involuntarily like jerk. I just felt like the shock. And then she says, stay still. Like, I'm like, you dumb bee, like, it's painful as hell. So then she gave me more stuff. But it's like that snapping at me, like, stay still. And I was like, wow. But she thought she was a big shot being a dentist. And I don't know, I got like this patronizing attitude from her, condescending. But then I ended up going into medical school instead. I don't know, like when I was younger, like in the military, I was always more intimidated talking to people with like advanced degrees and things like that, like as if they were like higher up in society or something. It's just nowadays I'm like, whatever. I don't care who you are. I would react completely different to her because I wouldn't be intimidated by her academic accomplishments, let's just say that. But I always knew I wanted to go back to school. I had friends who were enlisted, so I hung out with some guys who were a little older. We were about 25, and they both had bachelor's degrees, and they joined because they wanted to pay off all their student loans, which were sizable debts, like 50, 60, 70 grand. And they wanted to pay off their undergrad degrees, so they joined the Army. You serve for like 3 years or whatever, and they'll pay off all your loans for you. Great deal. So I hung out with those two guys, and we had very interesting conversations when we go out to eat. Just the dining experience was so much fun with these two guys. And they both had bachelor's degrees, and I didn't. And I really wanted to do that, like get mine. So I went back to school, still in my 20s. And I just took it a little further, I guess. Army was paying for everything. Lesser Icebone Skelly. I need to start using intimidation more. I'm not sure where it maxes out, but it's still going up. So this is a large heartstring scorpion, the strong ones. And while I attack this, I'm going to look up on the website the Scourgetail whip. I want to see when it procs. I think it procs like a weak poison. Let's pull up the website and double check. I always have a p99 wiki opened up. Scourgetail whip. It says green tracker. It sells for about 20 platinum. Okay. Weak poison is the proc. There's a little note down below. It says was accidentally first implemented as 30 damage 5 delay. Wouldn't that be crazy? So instead of 5 damage 30 delay, 30 damage 5 delay, that would be the most broken, overpowered weapon in the game. That's a shame they didn't leave that 30 damage 5 delay. That would be incredible. So only one on record of being sold, and it has a nerf alert on the page. So when does it proc? That's the question. It doesn't say. Okay, it says weak poison. As a procs at level 1 confirmed. Wow. That would be cool, proccing a level 1 weak poison. That's a great weapon for a level 1 player. I think by the time you get to level 15, you'd want to phase it out. So that's my weapon. So I went up quite a bit on my experience, but this episode's going to get super long if you guys watch me get all the way to level 22. So thanks for watching. I'm pretty much done and filled a bone now. Next episode, I'm going to have to be in a new zone. So we'll be level 22 in a new zone and, I don't know, trying out something new. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. And you take care.